from the experience? Yes, sir. Who else we have it here? Shubham, Arvind, Abhirami, right? And Shubham.
Yes.
I will share my screen quickly. Let me know if you're able to see. Are you able to see the slideshow?
Yes.
Okay, great. So a quick introduction about me. Myself, Ranjit Shah. I have nearly 2 decades of experience working on SAP. I started my career working on the SAP MM module, gradually moved to WM and LE, and since last 7 years, I am working on the EWM aspects. So since last 4 years, I have quitted my full-time job. I am a freelancer come trainer right now, and I have worked for clients in automobile, oil and gas, life sciences, cosmetics, retail, telecom, tire industry, etc. My major USP being to work on clients which have a very complex network of different systems where SAP is sitting at the core and it is talking to third-party systems or the legacy systems through middleware connections like PIPO, IBM WebSphere, etc. Okay, and right now with the EWM coming into picture, as you are all aware that SAP has already declared way back that it would be stopping the support for SAP ECC in 2027. That would be extended till 2030. That is my personal opinion. Okay, but just give me a pause, stop me anytime when you have any questions. I would really appreciate if this can be a interactive session. So as you understand, okay, if you have read the latest post by a great LinkedIn uh, influencer who is also a product manager in SAP, he is claiming that as such there are almost 30-40,000 clients of SAP. But the cream clients, the cream clients, I mean to say the big companies like Schlumberger or Johnson and Johnson, or you can say these big companies, these big brands, like the Forbes 500, who do have the big budgets, who are ready to give the projects to the companies for millions of dollars. So they are around 1,000 in number. Okay, and not even 11% of them, which is 110, have moved to properly moved to only 110 out of them have moved to S4 HANA. Other 7%, that is 70 odd clients, are planning and are in the phase. So effectively 18% of the clientele have already moved or have started to move to S4 HANA. Why my emphasis is on S4 HANA? I really think that all my audience has some background of what S4 HANA is, right? May I get some
Yes.
comments on that? Every one of you is aware of S4 HANA, or if not, I will quickly give you a small introduction of what S4 HANA is. So S4 HANA is a business suite that is launched by SAP in the year 2013. Some like 10 years back. Vishal Sikka was the architect of that. He was in India working on SAP. And what we have with that, the entire database, the entire technology is getting changed. Okay. So the earlier SAP, which we call it as SAP R3 or SAP ECC, that is one product of SAP, and this S4 HANA is another product. Okay. So in the new product, what is happening is this EWM, which is also called as Extended Warehouse Management, this module, okay, this has been available in the market since 2008. Okay. But with S4 HANA coming into picture, what has happened with this module is it is replacing the existing WM module. Okay. So you guys would be having a question. It's fine. S4 HANA is there, but Why is it special for EWM and TM as well? Okay, transportation management. Why not for MM, SD, or PP? In terms of the job opportunities, in terms of the opportunities for you, why should you choose SAP EWM as a career? That is what I'm trying to explain you. Because the amount of opportunities that you would be getting in the future. Okay, even today, if you do a small LinkedIn search, SAP EWM jobs across the world, everywhere there is opening, everywhere. Okay. Having said that, having given you the background of what S4HANA is, why is EWM in demand? So one more reason for that is WM is only having 5% of the features what EWM is having. Okay. So the WM product in terms of its standard availability is not ready to be used by even small sized companies. Leave apart the mid sized companies or the Forbes 500 companies that I'm talking about. Okay. SAP WM module is of quite less worth. So that is what SAP has done. SAP has done a lot of investment and research in building this product, and they are continuously evolving this product. Every year there are releases, there are new patches, there are new service specs that are getting introduced for this module, which are improving the features available for its clients. Okay. So, three simple points to understand why to choose SAP EWM as a career. Now that SAP has invested in the last 10 years, especially, but yes, in the last 15 years on this product, it is trying to encash. Okay. So, it's a business, right? SAP is not an NGO or a charity company. It is running a business, right? It has invested millions and millions of dollars in building and optimizing this product for its clients. So now the clients have to move to this, okay, because of the S4 HANA coming up and the SAP ECC support getting ended, which eventually is also good because you all know that the world is moving so fast at artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud, big data, all these technologies. If we stick onto the old SAP, which is non S4 HANA based or non HANA based, that framework is not able to talk to all the big technologies like big data. So big data is a technology. What it is, big data? Big data is something which processes the data of your application. Application. What is SAP? SAP is an application, right? Like materials management, all the business processes are mapped. This big data, artificial intelligence, all these are very complex technologies built on complex machines and complex frameworks and architectures. It needs S4 HANA to be, S4 HANA is compatible with this. That is why SAP is promoting. Okay. Not only because it is running a business and it has done investments, but also because SAP wants all its clients to move towards the new technologies. It wants its clients to be aggressively using and, embracing the new uh, possibilities today. Okay, just take one example in layman terms. I know I'm going a bit technical, very difficult to understand. So let me give you one example. Almost 50 years back, how, and I really want some answers from the audience. Okay, so 50 years back, I know even I was not there. I'm 40 years old. So I believe many of you would be more younger than me. So 50 years back, our parents or grandparents, how did they hear music? Can anyone try to answer that question, please?
Radio.
Excellent. Radio. How about last 20 years? Walkman?
Televisions, Walkman.
Excellent. So there was a progress, right? What about last 15 years? I think iPods were introduced. This small white colored,
Yes,
Walkman.
yes.
Yeah, it's similar to a Walkman only, but we don't have to put a cassette inside. It's having a chip which is storing the songs,
Memory
right?
card is.
Memory cards. Excellent, man. Excellent. This is the young, blood that I really want to. This is my also, passion to be in. So this is why I train people because I am in. touch with all you young people. You are so vibrant, young, ready to learn. It makes me feel young as well. So, and now, what is the latest when you want to hear? Do you even have to hold the device? No, right? What is happening?
Mobile
Anyone?
phones, that's fine.
Mobile phones, you have what is much better than mobile phones? There is a device, right? Alexa, sitting at your house,
Yes.
just giving voice commands. Boss, Alexa, play this song, right? Is there a progress? Going down
Yes,
the
yes.
line, going down the line after 20 years, something, you are just thinking, maybe, I'm not sure, that is possible to happen. You are just thinking, I really want, if Alexa could have played that song. Just, I'm saying, in general, because see, that is something which I cannot have a vision of. If I have a vision of that, then I will be Elon Musk, right? So, what I'm trying to say in layman terms, with the evolution of technology so rapidly, the entire world is changing. Definitely, the businesses, they are becoming more and more complex. They are placing a huge demand on the applications and the technologies which they use to run their business. So when we talk about the warehouse, okay, so this is my problem, when I give a presentation, I am not able to move slides. Okay, I go so deep into talking. So sorry for that. But still, I'm on the first page. That's the introduction. So I want to say that EWM is something which is a future technology, which will be embraced by all the companies. There is a lot of investment by its owner, SAP AG, into the product, and it is already a hot skill. Okay, so this is the answer why SAP EWM for every one of you. Now, having said that, it's not only knowing the basic functions or running some cycles, of some like inbound, outbound, and replenishment, or some cross docking, or some like these are the topics, right? So if you just run these cycles, it's not sufficient for you to get a job, okay? And even if you get one, in the job you would not get a cream work, okay? For you to get a cream work in front of the recruiter, you should portray yourself. How would that happen? How would my course help you achieve that? Coming to that. So as you read on the top, do you read key ingredients to become a successful SAP consultant? So what I feel is, this is my personal opinion. Any module you learn, okay? Right now we are talking about SAP EWM. The business knowledge, that plays one of the major roles. What is the business? Why it is used? You should be understanding what the client is talking to you when he's telling you, okay, we have pallets coming in, day out. This is something that you should be, it should be like your language, right? For instance, okay, you should be understanding this warehouse terminologies in same level of comfort. You should be so used to these things. So as a part of this course, what I do in the beginning, I understand each and every one of you. What is your current level of the business knowledge? I try to put in a lot of efforts there to bridge the gap. Second, SAP module functional knowledge. This is something which you can even get free of cost from the YouTube. I will myself give you the link. Okay. You go to that link. Each and every process is run by CK Reddy sir. You will get free of cost. Yes. Having said that, it is not that something which I will not do in the course. Yes, I will do. But my way of doing the same would be a bit different. Yes. And this is something which is a major factor of you becoming a successful functional consultant. So yes, definitely this would be done. Third thing, if you see this gray colored, for which I believe is a highlight and a distinction when you come to Ranjit Shah is I would like to give you some basic technical knowledge, because only knowing the function is good, but if you know technical, you will stand out in the market. Okay, if there are 1,000 applicants for one job, only 10 applicants or 15 applicants would be the ones who would be knowing technical things. Okay, when and wherever I get a chance in the course, I will try to explain you, boss. See, this is the table, this is the field, these are the different function modules being used. Okay, your limits to research, once you know these technical areas, okay, those are infinity. Okay, if you would have read a LinkedIn post which I published a few days back, I was struggling with some person came to me, sir. In the I gave an interview in Deloitte, and they asked me this question. I was struggling. Okay, I was trying to see blogs, videos. Where is that warehouse order creation rule DEF determined from? But because I know technical, I simply did a slash h. If you are aware of slash h, it's a kind of a debugging. Okay, in the SAP world, and I went into the code. I got that thing. Along with that, I got a few more things as well. So that is what, this is something which I don't think you will get anywhere, any institute, any YouTube. I bet if you get it, share it with me, please. Okay. Other things definitely are required, and they are a part and parcel of you being a successful consultant. But more importantly, innovative thinking. This is something which I was telling you. You should have that vision. Okay. You should be ready to propose it to your clients. Your clients should be in awe. So say Arvind is going to a client, okay, in Amsterdam, okay, say for one company, and he goes and he proposes, oh, you are still using all these manual RF guns. Why don't you use a pick by voice? Okay, and Arvind would be so much capable of having the efforts and the estimates and the architecture and all the things required. He would be ready to give his proposal. See, you are spending 6,000 euros for this enhancement or for this project. Okay, just an example. Why don't you spend 20,000 euros and you get the pick by voice itself? Not even your client will benefit, but your organization in which you are working, they will also benefit. Okay. So this is what is expected. This is what SAP is expecting from all its consultants across the world, especially in India, because 70 to 80% of people who are supporting SAP or who are selling its product or supporting its product or developing its product are from India. Okay, and they want SAP AG as a company in Germany. Waldorf wants all its consultants, be it at the junior level, associate consultant or a solution architect, to be so dynamic and so full of knowledge. Okay, so that is my passion. That is where I have entered into this arena in 2019 of training, because when I worked with people, I noticed, okay, there is so much that this person can do. He is so good in communication, good in analytics, but he is not aware of what he can do, what he can achieve actually. That is what I wanted to add values. See, definitely I wanted to add values, but it's not a charity, so don't mind it. Definitely there is some opportunity because I'm spending my time and efforts and my hard work. So that's a give and take kind of a policy. Okay, but yeah, you understood the things, right? Any questions by anyone? I would really like to hear from someone. I think no one, I think everyone is sleeping or what nowadays.
What is that ITIL, Ranjit?
ITIL, very good. Yeah. ITIL is like, just knowing what IT is like, I mean to say how the IT project works. What is a development client? What is a quality client? What is a production client? What is mean by ticketing tool, solution documentation, right? Just knowing, like, when you're working, right? See, suppose you are working in a kitchen, cooking food, right? What is the gas? What are utensils? Where the water is. What are all those, spices and everything. So all these things are something which equip you to do your work in your IT projects, right? So that is ITIL. Does that sound okay?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, great. We will move to the next slide. So see, basically, all this is like, everything is theory, right? So all this thing, if you see, boxes, wire boxes on the right hand side, pallets, containers, crate, trucks, all these things, you should be so much familiar. How will you be familiar? I will tell you. I will give you start. Okay, see, this is a box, but I will also enable you to search on YouTube or on the Google. what to search, and how to build your business knowledge. So see, all these are different kind of forklifts, or what we call this as mobile devices, right? Which are used in the warehouse. Each and every device is having its own unique functions. So if you see, this is a machine which we call it as like a forklift, right? And this is used for picking the goods. Like, we have a box which is kept here, and like a DMart, in DMart we have a trolley, right? When we go to buy things, we take a trolley at the entry point and then we keep putting goods inside. So all these things, you should add value. So even if you are traveling, say, in a bus, what you can do, this is what I do, if I'm traveling from Pune to Bombay to meet my parents, I'll just put the Bluetooth on, put some earbuds, and I will just try to search on YouTube, warehouse automation systems. Okay. And on YouTube, you will get lots and lots of videos. Just go through them. Try to get the feel of it, It should be, running in your nerves, in your blood. What is this warehouse? What is it used for? What are different things here? What operations is happening in the warehouse day in, day out? Okay. And if you have any questions, yes, I am there with you. Okay. So as we see over here, a single, so let me go to the image of the warehouse. So this is very simple warehouse, very, very simple schematic of a warehouse, where we see that there are some storage areas. Okay, there are some staging areas, shipping areas, inbound docks, outbound docks. So how will you get to know better in this course everything? When we run a cycle of the inbound, I will exactly explain you. See, the truck came in, it was parked in the yard. Okay. So when the work is happening on the ground, what is happening parallelly in the system, those things would be explained to you. Why the truck is coming at this point of time? Because the ASN was sent by supplier. What is ASN? Advance shipping notification. He told that, yes, I will send you my truck at around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the 29th of September. So we in the yard, okay, we are keeping the place reserved or empty for that. So once it comes in, I know what quantity he is sending, how many pallets he is sending, okay, how many people do I need to unload? Because this truck that is being sent by supplier, or be it a freight forwarder for the supplier who is coming to your house, office or the warehouse, it will not stay here for hours and hours. It has to unload the stuff, go and do some other business. So we have to manage our resources, our people out here, right? To unload the stuff in a proper manner. So all these things are happening. Everything would be explained to you when we run the cycle. So when it is unloaded on the system, what is the staging area you see? Where is it configured for? From? Okay. What are the multiple possibilities of enhancements in that? Okay. This I would like to create a mentality of every one of you to not only think what is happening in the system currently, but how to think, how to innovatively think from top to bottom. Okay. And I will try to show you wherever possible what could be the technical details and how can you go in the code to explore more. Okay. So if you see, these are the deployment options. So this is just one topic which is very important, which you should understand. What is this EWM product that SAP created? How is it, getting evolved year on year? What is this 1610? What is this 1809? So it is like the September of 2018. This is October of 2016. So this is when that release happened. Okay, every year they release, right? So this is some basic, jargons that is being used by these consultants. So if you happen to talk to your senior, okay, who is sitting in USA, and he says, "Oh, hey Arvind, it's not available in 2020, it's available in 2022. So we cannot, service our client for that. We cannot satisfy the requirement." So you should not like, oh, what is he saying? What is this 2020? What is this 2022? So when I am there with you for the 40 hours, starting from October, I want you to be so attentive. You should listen to me, and you should then you will understand these things. And even if you do not understand everything, which is not possible in the 40 hours, you would be trained to think and to research in that fashion. So after listening to me for the last 30-35 minutes, I would like to hear from some participants. who have not even spoken. What is your thinking about me as a trainer? Are you thinking, am I equipping you to think something beyond? Anyone? Shubham? Anyone there? Anyone would like to say something?
Yes, Ranjit, I'm here.
Okay, fair enough. I can understand. A lot of people are very shy. So no. Okay. So see again, these are all the slides. Various things. What is the difference between IM, WM, and the EWM? Okay. What I would say is, instead of going on to the slides, let me go to the system and show you. Okay. So that is the way you will understand, right, what this trainer is gonna show you. So let me stop sharing for 1 minute. I think we have 14 more minutes before we end this call. So just give me 1 minute. Let me log on to the SAP server. Okay, it is there. Shared screen. Do you see the SAP code now on the screen? Anyone?
Yes.
Okay, great. So what happens is, how my training works, I will tell you that also. Okay. So say, just give me 1 minute. Okay. So what would I do in the first session? Or something. So you understood, I believe, how would I be explaining what I would be explaining, okay, and how would I frame how would I mm, change your thinking about the product and about the EWM. So in the first class, what I would like to do when we actually start the server, okay, I do not stay along on the slides. I believe more on the hands-on, because I have heard from a lot of gurus, and it's my personal experience, that the more you practice, the more skillful you become. So what we will do a live project here, okay. Normally, my favorite example company from FMCG, which I took normally take as a PNG. So that is Procter and Gamble. So I will create a company code. Okay, you do not have to create that, because there are a lot of financial and controlling settings that are required to do. If any one of you are interested to know, definitely I will help you, but that would be not in the class. Okay, we can take that offline. Okay. So there are some settings, 7 or 8 settings for material ledger, for controlling, for chart of accounts, for some posting period variants, and all those different things. What you would require to do, suppose you are a batch of 4 people. Okay, it's different. Just let me 1 minute.
Sorry, Ranjit, your voice is not clear.
Is it okay now?
Is it fine now?
Hello? Is okay. I was just away from the PC. So suppose PG03, PG04. Say reserving and XYZ. I do not know. No one has spoken, so I don't remember. XYZ and say PQR. So these are the name of the participants, 4 participants. Okay, and one thing I will also take PG05 RS. Okay, say you do create a plant in USA. Okay, so let it be Chicago. Uh, I do Denmark. Okay, Shanghai. Okay, Sao Paulo, and say Mumbai. So what we will try to do, we will as far as possible. Okay, see, logically, if you think in a company code, the 5 different plants cannot belong to different geographies. This is just an example I'm trying to give you. It can be like, much better would be like, say Mumbai, Pune,